54 Mike. We got it.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's third down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
You ain't going nowhere. Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing is Cousins. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A first down throw for Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. And the Falcons.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Ryan. Looking end zone for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Ryan, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
It's second and 8 at the 18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
54, down! Shit. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On third down, Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 9. That's the end of the
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Cousins the thrower. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Ryan. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. I got him.
Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's caught. Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a 1st down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Ryan. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Linval Joseph gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Got it. You ready? Check. Wait. And watch it out. And watch the ball. Go. Ready to go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
On second down, Freeman. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 4th down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the late turnover, that turns into 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the 3 that you just mentioned on the other side of the field, kicking themselves. You think they'll be talking about ball security in the locker room?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That'll be the first talking point. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Here's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On first down, Ryan. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Third and long.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing is Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
They toss to Freeman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
This is Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Ready, blue 80, line 25. Line 54. Come on. You better bring it.
Here's Ryan to throw. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Check hard. 180. 59. Mike to 59. Hey, here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins, and complete right side to Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give to Smith out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Falcons 24, Vikings nothing.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Check, 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 check.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and a yard. Cousins, throw left side on target to Thielen.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And it's caught. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Cut.
Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Again, it's Smith. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Cousins to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, but it's going to be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys.